all. Welcome to computer science class, and this is our lesson 6 IT applications, and this is our session 1. Good morning and welcome back. So, we have completed our chapter 5 Photoshop. We have seen all the tools that is being used in the Photoshop in the previous session, and now in this session we'll be looking after chapter 6 IT applications. So let's start listening to today's class. And this is our chapter 6 IT applications. So what are the key concepts or what are the topics that is being discussed in this session is we are going to have an introduction about IT applications and call center, some of the applications, examples of application, call center, medical transcription, medical application in hotel and tourism industry, computerized exam evaluation, all these things, all these key concepts we'll be studying in your chapter in this session. Okay, so generally, what is IT information technology? So, communication that is being the active movement or use of information. So we have some services including telecommunication service, postal and courier service, radio and television broadcasting service. So they are all characterized by high level of investment and growth, increasing competition and technology changes. So as the technology grows, your application levels also get increased. So for example, in earlier days, we'll be having simply a not even a gas stove, some basic things. So nowadays we have gas stove, and even now in advance we have an electric stove. Similarly, some of the works are being done using this computers. What are the advancement in various services, various things like telecommunication and some other, even in medical applications, even in transport, everything, what are the different changes that has occurred in information technology that is being discussed in this session. Okay, so technology will help us to manage the information. So information will be managed using this technology. So first example we are going to look after in IT application is, yes, what is this? Have you seen it somewhere? Yes, it is the call center. Call centers. So what is generally the work of a call center? Yes, of course. So you'll be having some persons calling you for for example, they'll be asking you if you want some loans, or they will be providing some options. They'll be giving some options for us to, okay, have this. These are the things we have. So you can use it, you can utilize it. They will be giving us some offers. Even we also will have some enquiries. For example, when our network doesn't work properly, or when there is some problems in a network, then we will be calling to the customer cares. So all these customer care will come under your call center services. Okay, so it is an adequate telecom facilities, trained consultants, and access to worldwide database. Okay, and it will be providing information support to customers throughout the year on all days and at all times. So this call centers will be working 24 into 7, all days it will be working. And you have two types of calls. What is inbound calls and outbound calls? So inbound calls is nothing but it is initiated by the customer to obtain information, report malfunction. See, I have told this example. When you have some difficulties in your network, or when you have some other problems, when you make a recharge, it is not properly uh, got recharged, then at that time you will be calling to the agent. They'll be giving you some information, or they'll be giving some solution to the problem which you are reporting to them. So that is your giving. So that is your inbound call. Now, what is an outbound call? Outbound call is nothing but the agent will initiate the call to the customer to sell a product or a service. So for example, when they want to give some loans, or you'll be getting some advertisement calls, like buy our product, there is an offer for this product, so you have an interest in buying that, so do you have interest in getting a credit card, all those things, these company calls will come under your outbound calls. Okay, next, how does a call center work? So the call center working principle, so it comprises of workstation and one or more supervisor station. So workstation will include a computer, telephone, or a headset. It will be hooked into a large telecom switch. So it have been aided by a range of telecommunication and computer technologies. Okay, so you have certain components in a call center. One is automatic call distribution, that is routing calls to appropriate agent. So they will be routing your calls to appropriate agents, in the sense they will be uh, diverting your calls to whichever agent we need. Next is interactive voice response. So they will be using customer calling a contact center to use voice commands. Okay, so for example, so this line is not currently available, so all those voice commands will be given in this interactive voice response. And thirdly, computer telephony integration, that is CTI. So you will be allowing the action of computer to be synchronized in the happening of phone. So whatever phone you want, you will be having some computerized voice integration, that is computerized telephony integration, that will be done in your connecting your computer as well as your phone. Okay, and you have lastly customer relation management, that is some technologies like Siebel, Vantive, PeopleSoft, all those are customer relation management people. So they will be getting you some necessary requirements that you want, so they will be making it, so they will be relating those services to you. So these are the basic things that is being done in a call center. That is, it will be having an automatic call distribution, that is it will be routing the call to the appropriate agent. And secondly, you have this interactive voice response, you will be receiving then and there the responses, and the computer telephone integration. And at last you have this customer relation management. So you have a virtual call center, that is voice over internet protocol. So virtual call center is nothing but without any person physically present. So it will be having a net connectivity to the people. That is your voice over internet protocol. Okay. So through voice over internet protocol. So look at this. People will be contacting to the other persons through some virtual mode. So, what does a call center do for an organization? So, what it is going to do for an organization? Yes, it will be giving business relations with a wider customer base. And then it offers an economic means of reaching diverse and widely distributed customer groups. So, here major businesses will be interacting with customers, even service internet function or information availability, everything will be done. Okay. And all these industries will be including your airlines, banks, insurance, telecommunications, teleconferencing, everything. Okay. So it fine tunes offers targeting specific customer groups. So, for example, they will be selling some credit cards. So they'll be targeting some specific groups. Those group of peoples will be uh, targeted for some product of a sale. Okay, they are going to sell some product. It allows customers easy access to experts. They will be giving some easy access also. And it facilitates business round the clock and any geographical location. So it will be doing around 24 into 7. That is, there will be business round the clock. Okay. And it helps a company to avoid the overheads of brick and mortar branches. So that's it with call center. Now we have next thing is, yes, medical application. So how this IT, that is information technology, is being used in medical field. So the doctor will be giving the direction on taking medicine. So the medicines will be provided to the patients with proper checking of that condition of the patient. So there will be an RFID tags in each and everything. So it will be denoting the and updating the database. So it will be updating your database whether the medicines are available or whether the medicines has been completed. Everything it will be updated and the doctor will be giving instructions accordingly. So this medical field at present there is insufficiency of medical specialists. So it has been increasing the mortality of patients suffering from various diseases. So you have to go for specialist for diagnosis. You have to wait for a week, and most high risk diseases has to be detected at the earlier stage itself. So when you go at the later stages, then the diseases cannot be cured. So now computers have reduced the waiting time and the mortality rate. So the patient ID is keyed in and the patient record is updated regularly. So periodically it will be updating the patient's history so that the kind of medicines what the patient has to take has to be updated. So it will be automatically updated. Right. So medical decision support system. So you have a medical decision support system which helps the doctor to make clinical decisions. And one more thing you have is patient centered health information system. That is, you have a patient ID. Based on that patient's ID, whatever medical history available for that patient will be listed in that database. Okay, so it assists in help monitoring, managing, and interpreting patients' medical history. Okay, and then you have artificial intelligence techniques. So nowadays you have artificial intelligence techniques even in a medical application. And healthcare over the internet is also known as telemedicine. So nowadays when you order a medicine through phone, you'll be getting a home delivery of your medicines. Okay, but this is not safer side without the prescription of the doctor, but you have to get the prescription and you can have the medicines delivered to your home. Right. So this via internet, the healthcare that is being called as your telemedicine. Okay. How it is being done? This medical applications, how it is being implemented. See, look at this apparatus. What is it? Right. So this is called as medical transcription. So what is a transcription initially? So it is a medical term. What is a transcription? It is a medical term. It is able to translate the medical medical things, right? So it is a process of converting an oral text into written format. For example, when you give a voice note, those voice messages will be converted into a written text. So it is the process of typing the documents from dictated recordings made by the physicians and health professionals into a permanent medical record. You'll be having it as a permanent medical record. So you have a machine which will get your voice instructions through your voice, and those instructions will be converted into a text messages that is being stored as a permanent medical record. So from the permanent medical record, you can get the case history of the particular patient and then you can go for the treatment of the first patient. Okay. So the dictate through the dictator, you can dictate the required information either in a digital or analog recorder or through phone dictation systems. So in earlier stage, this is being available. So through digital or analog recorder. And next, transcriptionist. So those who are going to convert this voice note into a text message are being called as transcriptionist. So they are the persons who will listen to this and then they will be converting those into reports. So transcriptionists receive the recorded information from the transcribing and accurately transcribe the dictated reports. So whatever dictated in voice, that is being converted into a report. Dictation can be done in various methods. So they are going to give the information, that is, they are dictating orally the required information. So this dictation can be done in various methods. One is using regular tape records, using micro-sized cassettes, and then second thing is telephone dictation systems. Through telephones they'll be dictating. So transcriptionist has a satellite transcriber with a foot pedal and headphones. So they'll be having this satellite transcriber with a foot pedal and headphones there, that will be used for your conversion of your voice note into a report. So foot pedal can pause the recording. So this foot pedal will be used to pause the recording whenever required. So the recorded voice can be paused, and later they can start again from the position where it is paused. So the text is forwarded to the dictator for review and signature via email. So those who are dictating the information, after the conversion of the voice note into a proper report, then those reports will be sent to the dictator whether the same conversions has been done correctly. That is, the same instruction is being converted as a report. So they will be cross-checking whether both are matching. So that will be done through an email. Okay, they will dictator will review and they will sign via email. Okay, so that's it with medical application. And now, how information technology is being used in hotel and tourism industry. So the applications of IT in hotel and tourism industry. Okay. So tourism will refer to travel and stay of non-resident. So someone who is going out of station and staying somewhere out of his home, they are called as tourist. Okay, those tourists are non-residents. They do not belong to that particular place. So those persons are called as non-residents. Okay, what are the components you have in tourism? The first component is transport sector. So this tourism, the product development, people may travel for various purposes, for leisure, for business, for education, and even for meeting friends and relatives also, they will be going for this tour, right? So when they go for a tour, they first will look after the transport facilities, say either through air or waterways or roadways or railways, they have to check it. And then second thing, yes, accommodation. So where they have to accommodate. So where they have to get their belongings and lodgings, right? So that is your accommodation. And thirdly, you have this tourism attraction sector, that is nothing but visiting man-made and natural attractions. So wherever man-made and natural attractions they have, so those places they have to visit it, they have to choose it, which are the places available. For example, when you reach a place called Chennai, so you have to first check out what are the tourist spots in Chennai. Okay, either a man-made tourist spot or a natural tourist spot, you have to select it, and then you have to travel, use a traveling mode to reach Chennai. That is your transport sector, and then you have to go for an accommodation. Accommodation is nothing but you have to stay. So where you are going to stay, all these things will be done through your IT applications. So customer reservation system through computers. That is computer reservation system, CRS. So customers, they will be reserving through the computers. A person can decide as plan his date of travel by network of computers. So through online he can search and he can plan his date of travel. And second thing, global distribution system, that is GDES. That is nothing but so using computerized reservation network as a single point of access. So you have various places located, and from that locations you can access it and you can reserve your tickets for any mode of transport. So that is your global distribution system. Right. So that's it with your next topic, So have you seen this somewhere? Yes, some answer sheets. Or whenever you go for an admission, you'll be given a data sheet like this to fill in. What is this used for? Yes, it is some computerized evaluation. Easily it will be evaluated using computers. Okay, so the topic we are going to see is computerized exam evaluation. So how you are going to evaluate your answers using computers. So it is an online evaluation. Whatever answers you are giving, you will be marking it in your OMR, that is optical mark recognition. Basically, in this OMR, it will be given of multiple choice questions only. So you have a multiple choice questions. See, look at this. For each question, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 options. So whichever option is right, you have to shade it. You have to shade it properly. And this optical mark recognition will read these answers and it will be evaluating. So OMR scanners automate evaluation of answers by deducting the marks in the scanned image. That is the thing I have explained before. Whatever numbers that is being shaded will be scanned and it will be evaluated for answers. Okay. So it is a fast and accurate and efficient way of making objective examination. So for multiple choice question, it is the very, very accurate and efficient way. Okay, so this is the way they are going to evaluate your OMR sheet. See, look at this. There will be some shading answers. You'll be passing this answer paper through this OMR and it will be scanning for the answers and it will be giving the resultant answers. Okay, so OMR sheets will be scanned and it will be processed. The result will be given in the form of Excel or even in the checked OMR sheets. Okay, that's it with today's session. Let's have a quick recap. So, what are the topics we have discussed? Yes, IT applications. We have seen call center, and then secondly, medical application, that is medical transcription, how dictator is being used in medical transcription to maintain the reports of a patient. And then you have this computerized exam evaluation, and then application in tourism and hotel industry. You have three important sectors. One is transport sector, tourism attraction sector, and accommodation sector. So all these things we have studied in this session. Okay, now it is assessment or activity time. So I have given an interesting activity in word wall. You have to match and find out which is the right expansion. I have given the expansion terms. So we have seen lot of expansion terms in this unit. See, for AI, artificial intelligence, and CRM, that is customer relation management. Like that, we have seen so many abbreviations that is given in your activity. So to remember it easily, I have given this in an activity. Okay. So that's it with today's session. Thank you, children. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.